All right, it's day 3, and today we're going to be speaking about positivity and belief. If you have a look at any championship side, yes, they've got the skill sets, yes, they've got the strategy, yes, they have all the deeming character traits required to be successful. But the one thing they have more than others, the one thing they have more than a losing opposition, is a positive mindset and exponentiating positive belief. You'll hear any championship person, any championship side, any successful individual, as a matter of fact. And I think Steve Jobs was an exemplar example of this, where he was someone that made Apple believe in bigger than what they could believe in. You hear so many stories of Steve Jobs where they had projects and they had deadlines and they had things that they wanted to get done by certain time frames, and no one in the team believed it except for the person leading that project, which was Steve Jobs. And because he had an unrelenting belief and such a positive attitude that things would get done, as a byproduct, his feeling, his emotion, his aptitude started to rub off on everyone else. And they started to get a positive belief, and they started to have an exponentiating belief that they could do it. And I believe any leader, any successful person, any successful corporation, company, business, whatever it is, needs those two things. They need a strong belief system and they need a positive outlook on life. You start to see it. No one wants to hang around with a negative Nelly. No one wants to hang around with someone who's complaining all the time, someone who's using negative verbiage all the time, and someone who lacks self-belief all the time. At the end of the day, everyone's going through their own trials and tribulations and problems. No one really wants to hear about someone else's trials and tribulations and problems. That's why people are attracted to and love those who always speak positive and those who always have the belief. Because if you think about it, if you have belief in something, and let's say it doesn't come into fruition, you're so much further ahead than where you would have been if you just didn't have belief in the first place. You go into a situation, a scenario, a competition, an exam, whatever it is, and if you have a negative attitude towards it, you will fail, you won't succeed. But if you have a positive attitude towards it, just like that, you're increasing all odds, all chances of success. One thing I duplicate to such a profound extent within my organization is no negative self-talk. Never say anything bad about yourself, never say anything negative about yourself, right? At the end of the day, it's like 80% of our thoughts are negative, and 95% of those thoughts are repetitive. So if you're thinking even an inkling of negativity, that's going to be duplicated so much over than a positive thought would. So you have to reprogram your entire mindset to start thinking positive. Start speaking positive. Don't let those negative thoughts creep in, and don't let that self-imposed doubt and disbelief kick in. Believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, latch onto the belief that I have in you. Let's go.